Hello. Today we're going to take a look at the One Rings Moria Through the Doors of Durin from Free League Publishing. I just got this in the mail, I don't know, maybe a week ago. Maybe a week ago. And it prompted me to do my flip through on the One Ring, which I haven't played yet, and I haven't played this yet, and this is not the 5th edition version. I decided, since I've already got so much 5th edition stuff, I wanted to try their rules system. Actually, this Kickstarter is what made me decide I wanted to buy into the One Ring system altogether. And we're going to just dive in. We're going to take a real quick look at the book. I have not seen it, and I didn't really follow the Kickstarter. I just talked to Free League last year at Gen Con, and they let me know they were going to do it. And I'm like, okay, I have to do it. And I can't wait to see the things that they have done inside. So, let's go. All right, we open the book, and holy cows. Wow, that is an awesome map. I will zoom in and we will do a pan so you guys can see this in more detail. This is, I didn't expect anything like this in full color. The mines are amazing. As a GM, I can use this in any setting I want. This is a massive, massive mega dungeon. And then, wait, here's where it even gets more beautiful. We're going to stick with the mines here. There's a description there of stuff, right? Wow, check that out. Wait, but it gets better. Look at that. I've always wanted to be able to do this kind of a map, and I've never been able to pull it off, where you have this section. Now, this is just one side of the mountain. Let's go to the other side. Oh, look, scale in miles. That's 20. Man, that is awesome. All right, zooming back out so we can take a look at this. Next page is probably, it's going to have the little symbol that they love to do. The credits, of course, and the table of contents. So inside we have intro, the gates of, at the gates, trumpets rang. I guess it doesn't tell me much about it. And then an appendix, solo play. Solo play in Moria. The introduction. Look, speak friend. I love the way they do their art in both of these books so far. I hope they stick with this theme, the softer background. We're gonna just really flip through. Here's a timeline for the first age, second age, and third age. The very first chapter is really about how to use Moria in your game, and the campaign focus. Legends of treasure, stealing from orcs, things of that nature. Now, I'm a little confused. I thought last year when I spoke with Free League, they told me that this was set years before the Fellowship, but they just included it in the timeline. So it is abandoned and taken over by orcs. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, guys. Or if you guys know, because you know the game better than I do, comment below when this takes place, because I am confused now. Campaign focus. It talks about different passes, searching for mithril, things of that nature. One thing, this is a campaign setting, so I would imagine there is not a lot of new rules. Wow, look at this. Middlemen and hobbits, thieves of Thabard, men of the Wilderland, name of ill omen. A rumors chart. That I like that about the One Ring. I noticed that in the core rule book that they have rumors charts at the back of the book for making things happen and helping you as a GM. And then the next section, it's not really the next section, it's part of the first chapter still, running Moria. And this is basically, it's not a fortress of the enemy like Barad-dûr or Morgul. It's not a dungeon brimming with traps, monsters. There are traps, monsters, and lore. But for the most part, Moria is empty. It's a ruined city, endless and bleak, the air heavy with melancholic gloom. Exploring Moria is not a madcap adventure that bounces from weird encounter to another. For the most part, it's a cold march through the dark place, silent and lonely as a grave. Fear and gloom should be the campaign's dominant moods. Very interesting. And flipping through the book, next section is Journeys into the Dark, which introduces special rules for traveling in Moria. Interesting. So here's a random chart for things that can happen with streams and wells. Orc filth, befouled waters of Moria. Orcs must eat and drink like other living things, so they have not poisoned all their wells and springs, but they know which ones are safe to drink from. Journey sequence, the path, making marching tests, ending the journey, event resolution. Man, I love the art that Free League is using for their One Ring books. It gives me I feel like when I'm reading these books that I am in Tolkien's world. Hunting is part of it. This is interesting. Random chamber generator. So you don't need a big map with a million different things in it. You can randomly create them all. You can randomly create your entire dungeon. I'm hoping there's more maps in here. Like I said, I just opened this up. So here's a random orc band generator. That's kind of a really cool tool. So let's create one real quick. I'm going to go 6 to 10, or let's say 5. A great orc bodyguard. So feat die table. Interesting. Success type table. So to randomly generate a band of orcs roaming in Moria, roll the feat die once. Determine the leader. So the leader is a great orc bodyguard. And 1 success die per player hero. Compare each die roll individually on the tables and add up the foes encountered to determine the extent of the orc band encountered. So if you roll an orc bodyguard and there's 4 heroes and they all roll a 1, there's 5 orc bodyguards. That sounds scary. Fell foes. Oh, is this a monster manual? Orcs of Moria. Orcs of Udun. Lots of orcs. Yes, it is kind of like a monster manual. This is awesome. Gets into slave dwarves. Interesting. Dwarven haunts. The Balrog of Moria. Let's see what he does. I don't even know what these stats mean yet, but he has an endurance of 150, and he hates things a lot. Like yeah. I don't think you want to fight him. Armor 5. I don't know how that works yet. That's how new I am to the game. Other foul things. Ash wraiths. I think we saw one of those somewhere. I seem to remember. Cave bats. Oh, those things are huge. They can carry human beings. It kind of looks like it's actually a troll. Marrow eaters. That's probably some kind of undead. Man, I should have brought my glasses. I'm struggling with this a little bit, guys. Stone toads. Tappers. Cave dogs of Moria. Oh, that was shorter than I thought it was. The Mansions of the Dwarves. This thing all things devours, birds, beasts, trees, flowers, gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal, slays king, ruins town, and beats high mountain down. I wonder where that's from, guys. Alright, the Delving of the Dwarves. Levels and deep halls and gates. Basically, this is a background on all the different areas of Moria by their different landmarks. All in all, I think so far they did a good job. The Dimral Stair. Look at that, it's beautiful art. I am so glad that I bought into this. The only other thing that I want to buy in, well, not the only other thing, I want to buy into a lot of things, but they recently published a Building Better Worlds book for Aliens, or for the Alien RPG. I so want to get that. I wish I could draw half as well as this guy. My role-playing games at home would be so much nicer if I could do that. I probably could learn. It's just going to take practice. Rawr. Yeah, lots of information on the different parts of the the mines. It's not. It's a mine. Man, that's a great picture. I want, in the comments, 100 words or less, a story about this guy. Maybe a poem. Interesting. So the last, we're now of the dwarves. Rumors, old lore, background, the different locations. Oh, wow, man. The Dwarrowed Elf. These are different, like, stories and legends that come out of the realm. We'll call it the realm of Moria. I mean, it's all within Tolkien, right? Man, this book has so much more art in it than the core rule book. It's not funny. So the Vault of Urk-Tharburn. So the Outer Door Vault is 1. Goblin Tunnels is 2, which they're over here. Maze of Darkness, which goes that way. 4 is Lesser Vaults, and then you can randomly generate them. This is brilliant. As a GM, I have just learned so much. Then they have an Inner Vault door, which is 5 right there. Big door. Another. You come to a second big door, you're probably close. 6 is that Beast's Lair. The King's Coffers, the Mithra Vault, and the Vault of Treasures. And then you have some random charts for navigating the maze, the beast itself, different types of dwarven traps. And then you have another one. So these are all like adventures that you can replay. The Fortress of Malek. Obscure. There's the rumor, there's the lore, the background, the different locations. This takes 1 page dungeons to a whole new level. I am so going to attempt to play this at Gen Con, but I think they were all sold out a month ago. The Mountains of Moria. Man, all these adventures. Oh, what is that? Red nails. I think this is the largest chapter in the book. By far. Look at this. The Great West Cave. It's one very long corridor, something that most GMs are afraid to do because of bottlenecking. But they did it. I can't wait to see how well they did or didn't do it. The art is amazing in this book. If you were part of the Kickstarter and you didn't get it yet, this is what you get. Just so you know. Man, I am kind of speechless with some of this stuff. The art they have done. Who can draw that small and make it look that good? I couldn't do that. The deeps. Yeah, I think, man, this is just one big mega dungeon, as we call it. It's really it's a crazy campaign setting. I don't think as characters you could go and play all this on your own, but this book is riddled with great art. The difference is, I think I paid $65. I don't remember my Kickstarter pledge, guys. I'm sorry. But this will be available at Gen Con if you go. And then here's the appendix. This is Balin's Expedition. You can actually attempt to play this expedition, which could be a lot of fun. And actually, that might be the way to do it. Wow. On Mithril. Specifics of Mithril. This is so all about Mithril. And its different traits, quality, how the craftsmanship needed. And then there's a magical treasure index for things in Moria. Dwarves of Nogrod and Belagost, so there's a section on those dwarves. And solo play, which this might be the way I start. Your solo adventure, your band, a mission worksheet, your allied cards, shared callings. When you create a player hero, choose shared calling for you, your band, and instead of one unique thing, your character, the table below. Gathering your allies. This is all part of the solo adventure. Choose your allies, your composition. Very interesting. I don't think I'll get to do this before Gen Con. I've only got 2 days off. And I've got some other things I have to do, but man, this sounds like a lot of fun. And then here's your lore table, your feat for your feats and stuff, your feat die, and the different things that happen. Excellent, man. They did a really good job. Here's how you do your battles with your solo play. Paper's a little thick, and that's one thing I do like. I love the fact that the parchment effect they have doesn't get washed out, or it doesn't wash out the text. Sometimes I have a hard time reading the parchment style papers that are on glossy paper. And the fellowship phase is at the very end of the book for the adventure. I just saw something. And then the end of all things, you have your adventure log here. I wonder if that's available in PDF online. I'll have to ask that question at Gen Con. And on the back, it's the same map, and as part of the Kickstarter, I got this. Which, that's upside down. I will have to zoom out a little bit so you can see this. This is a combat diagram. I don't know how to use it yet. The instructions are here. And your player hero actions and stuff are over here. But this is really why I wanted this. You get a fold-out map that is, I don't know, I think it's 24 by 18-ish. Beautiful map. Absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I don't know how much the map costs alone. It was a part of my Kickstarter. Alright guys, there you go. If you are getting into the One Ring, Moria is a expansion style book to the core rule book. And, you know, I'm sorry, I don't remember what I did it for with my Kickstarter. I think it was $65 in shipping. It's well worth that money. I actually like this book a lot better than the core rule book, and sadly you can't play without the core rule book, right? It's 230-ish pages. Great art cover to cover. If you're a Tolkien fan, it might be something you want to get just for the art and the work they did on it. Now, one thing I am going to say, I'm going to grab this real quick. I bought this book last year at Gen Con. They did not give it to me. I actually have a light off here. You see that I am not a fan of that kind of thing. I like this cover much better. The color, the art, no glossiness. I can appreciate the art. I can actually put this up somewhere if I wanted, like this, as a centerpiece. I mean, I can do that with this too, but I like this cover better. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. You guys want to know more about my experiences with this, please let me know. I'll include that in things as I grow. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. And if you're at Gen Con and you see me in my 3Gamer Goggles shirt,
gonna go down. She just decided not to go down my back, so we'll do this for her so she's comfy. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate it. Please hit that like button and share it if you know somebody who might be interested. And of course, there's always Twitter and the Facebook thingy, and soon I have a newsletter coming. That'll be down there or in a link below, and my kitty cat loves that idea. So anyway, there was one more thing. Oh yeah, subscribe. Be a part of my community, our community. Let's make it grow together. See you guys at a con somewhere, or a local store, or if I'm driving through the country, maybe a game club. I don't know. You're not going to go knock down my camera. Bye, guys.